The 11th step in the Parkinson's plan of actionable steps that you can take to help prevent Parkinson's is to not poison yourself. Now, that sounds a little rugged, but they're reminding us that sometimes the remedy is worse than the problem. Of course, nobody wants fleas and ants and moths around their house. And that drives a lot of people to use chemical fixes. But many of the common pesticides are linked to higher risks of Parkinson's disease. For example, that permethrin is found in flea collars and ant sprays and mothballs and even outdoor clothing. It's been shown in lab studies to damage dopamine-producing nerve cells. So what can we do about this? Well, my brother, Dr. Derek Strong, did an excellent job in putting together a presentation a couple months ago about pesticides and just toxicity in general. And he brought up a list of ones for us to look into that could be potentially pesticides that are not causing any damage. Talked about neem oil and cedarwood, peppermint oil, rosemary, vinegar, diatomaceous earth, garlic spray, and chili pepper spray. All of these would be options that he would suggest we look at, and I would suggest as well. And then he also cited something called Wondercide. And so I did look this up for all of you to see. Wondercide is something that is already put together. And of course, you can see there are peppermint or cedarwood or rosemary options in there. So if you really want to get rid of the fleas and ticks and you want to keep your pets healthy and happy, just like yourself, I would look into these options and just make sure that every time you're using chemicals, look to see if there are natural options. And one final thought on this remedy being worse than the problem. That's kind of the whole purpose that Strong and Healthy even became what it is we're always trying to help people understand that there are other things you can do and options out there that you should have knowledge of before you are always doing the form that could be more damaging to you than actually helpful. And someone just shared with me today an article that I want to share with you about why many older people are dying after falls. And the researchers in this are suspicious that the rising prescription drug use may explain this disturbing trend. They even say it's America's reliance on prescription drugs. And I just dropped that at the end there just to remind us all that, yes, there may be a time and a place that people need to have these, but sometimes we have overdone it. And I think every time that we are given a medication, we should understand the mechanism of it. And we should understand if there are any other options that can give us even somewhat of a result that's going to move us in the direction towards what we're trying to do. Because to be reliant on something that has known side effects and known dangers is really something that I think we should all be changing the way that we're approaching when it comes to helping people. And people should definitely be knowing about the dangers of all of these. Yes, there are warning labels on these pesticides and there are warning labels on them, but they've been so normalized that people look past them. And I just want to bring our focus back to understanding that these have warning labels for a reason. And if we can find alternatives that are going to be healthier and safer for all of us, I want to make sure all of you know about those. And I'm going to do everything I can to be able to share everything I learn about options for you. That's number 11. Number 12 is coming next.